Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay Singh and today we are putting all those Microsoft Word basics and formatting tips and shortcuts that we learned in the last videos to the real use. If you ever struggle to create a clean professional looking report or a professional resume, this video is for you. Whether you are a student, a job seeker or someone creating a business documents, I'll walk you through exactly how to create a well-structured and a polished modern report or a resume using nothing but just Microsoft Word. From setting up the pages and applying consistent formatting to inserting headers, tables, or even exporting it to PDF, this is a complete guide to creating documents that look like they were made by a pro. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and tap the bell icon because I post value-packed tutorials every Monday. Let's get started. So first we're gonna start with the resume. So we're gonna go ahead and open the Microsoft Word here. And we're just gonna create a blank document, right? So right now the blank document we are creating is because the softwares that most of the companies use to inspect your resume, they go through a basic formatting structures, right? So if your format or the structure of your resume is not great or little bit disoriented or the software cannot understand, they're just gonna reject it. So we're gonna keep it very simple, right? So first we're gonna go into the layout section. We're gonna put the margin to narrow. As you can see, it's already in the margin, right? And then we're gonna start by writing our name. Let's say Singh, right? So as you can remember from our last videos, we did talk about the styles. So we're gonna give it a title as and make it in the middle, right? And then underneath your title or your name comes your contact information. You can start with your phone numbers. Let's say that +1, right? +1, right? And then here, right? And then you can continue with the email, right? So let's say GST. All right, and you can also post your LinkedIn ID here as well. And in the end, you will be adding your location, and make sure not to include your exact home address, but your city or your state or the country you are from. Let's say you're applying for a remote job, you can include your state and your country. If you're applying for a local job, make sure to include your city. So right now we're just gonna add Canada because right now I'm currently residing in Canada, right? And then we gonna make it to a little bit smaller and in italic section, so it's as a side note but not the main one, right? And let's make this one to the left as well with the heading 1 a little bit bigger size, right? There we go. Now after this one we can underline this entire line with a shape. So we're gonna add a shape, a line here, so that it can be divided into multiple sections like this, right? So we're gonna make a straight line here, and that line can be modified accordingly. Let's say that I would like to have the width thicker. Here we go, right? So after this in the resume comes your professional summary. Professional summary is like basically 2 to 3 sentence concise overview of highlighting your experience, your key skills and your career goals. So we're gonna write professional summary here, and we're gonna put this one as heading 1 as well, right? After professional summary, here is your, let's say, 2 to 3 lines. right? Make sure to not have more of margin up here, right? So after professional summary, we have the experience, which is your work experience, right? Work experience, and we're gonna put it into same professional heading 1, and then here you can add your into bullet points, experience 1, and then experience 2, and so on, right? We're not gonna go to that much detail here. And then followed by education, right? So guys, this is very important. Like when you're applying for a job, the person hiring you will be looking for your work experience and the skills you have. They do not care what education you possess. They only care about your skills. If you are valuable to the team, to the company, they will hire you. If you have multiple degrees, even PhD, and still no use, you cannot perform the task, they won't hire you. So make sure to have your work experience and your professional summary in a very professional way. A lot of online tools like ChatGPT are available, so you can create a professional summary from the ChatGPT itself as well. Work experience, we're gonna go through a proper format later on in the video, but right now I'm just giving you the resumes layout, how it should be created. So here in the education, you can create a bullet points again. Let's say you have a high school, yeah, sorry, and then secondary school followed by your graduation or so on, if right. And then after this you can add certifications. Certifications are optional, right? If you have some sort of certifications, yes, you can include those ones here. If you don't have to include as well. Like for example, I am a certified Microsoft Word Office specialist, so I can actually add a certification here saying Microsoft Word specialist, sorry, specialist, March 2020, right? Or you can say here in a bullet point. So this gives an impression to the person reading your resume that okay, you have the specific certification, which means that you have the necessary skills for the job, right? You're gonna put this one on the far end, and here we go. After certifications, the following comes the projects, right? Projects are optional as well, right? So projects are for those people who are applying for a professional job. Let's say that they have a co-op experience in the education or an internship. They can add those experience as a projects they have worked on, considering the fact that those are your work experience and as well as a part of your curriculum. So you can add those ones here under the project section, again in a bullet point. So in the project section, whatever the job title and everything was, you're gonna do the exact same format for the project as well, right? Here we go. And then technical skills. Technical skills are very important, right? So there's two types of skills. One are the soft skills and another is the technical skills. There's a difference. You can include as many soft skills as you can, but no one actually cares about your soft skills because those things can be developed easily in anyone. You can include your soft skills here in your professional summary, like let's say you are a punctual person or you are a time manageable person. Those kind of things are easily manageable and anyone can develop those habits. But the technical skills on the other hand can come from either experience or from your curriculum, right? So let's say that you know a specific software you know how to use. You can create a category software, and inside you can say MS Office, AutoCAD, or you can say Photoshop, and goes on any software that you know. Or you can also add some of the tools that you know how to use. You can add the Photoshop in the tools as well, Illustrator, or anything else, right? So those are your technical skills which you get either from a curriculum or from the experience or the skills you have, and these ones are so valuable that gives you a really good impression on your resume, right? And the last but not the least is the language, which is not important, but sometimes here in Canada, I'm talking about, sometimes you have a job posting saying that they need a person with who's bilingual, who knows English and French both. So here in the language section, you can actually say that yes, you are bilingual. Languages you know is English, French, or let's say you know Hindi as well, or any other language you know, you can simply add here. So the person knows, okay, you are fluent in 3 languages. So if the client comes in and cannot communicate in English, you are still able to communicate with the client and get the things done, right? So this is just a normal, a basic format for the resume. Again, I will show you more resumes later on, but for now we're gonna go with the work experience details. So we're just gonna go ahead, delete this, and let's make a one job posting, a specific one, right? So let's say first you're gonna start with your job title, right? We're gonna have a little indent so it's differentiable. Here you write your job title, followed by your company name, and then its city, state, country, and then here this is optional, so you can write here in the job title section as well, or you can write it after the company name. It doesn't actually matter that much. Remove this. So you can write your start date to end date here, and then press tab to push it to the very edge, right? For this, for the end date, there are two different things. For the end date, you can actually have a specific end date if you have a past work experience. If you're currently working, you can simply write as currently enrolled. Currently enrolled, and we're gonna make it into a single line as well, like this. Currently enrolled, which means that you're still working there and you're still looking for the new job also. And then in the next line, we're gonna make a bullet points. For the bullet points, you can describe that your responsibilities, your achievements, and whatever the job description was. Let's say that for any job, there are specific job description, right? So they have, let's say, a specific job duties that you used to perform while you were working. You can include those here. Job duties, right? Job duties 1, job duty 2, and you can include those as many as you have here, right? And this pretty much sums up your work experience area, like, right? Additionally, you can also add a one line sentence here. Oh, sorry. Oops. So this actually describes your job just the way you describe yourself here in the professional summary. One line sentence describe the job you were doing. So let's say you are doing a job of chef, right? So here you can explain what you were doing and what are the skills you had in one line, and you can name your name of the restaurant, its started ended with its address and its job duties, if you are in the management or not, or whatsoever. So this sums up your resume section, right? So I'm just gonna leave this one here for you guys to take a picture. And also, if you need a professional template for the resume to use, just write down your email in the comment section, and I'll personally email a build a already built-in template for you guys to fill in. I'll show you here. So this is a ATS friendly resume template. There we go. So we have your full name here. All you have to do is just type it here. Let's say it will automatically adjust the formatting for you, and here you can have your professional summary, right? And your skills up here, if you have a specific skill that you want to show, number of skills here, your professional experience, job title, company name, city, country, and your start and end date, bullet point describing your responsibilities and achievement, focus on the results, use numbers when possible, and everything is mentioned in this document, including every single thing that you have to write and include, right? So this document is available for you guys. If just write on your email in the comment section, I'll email it to you. Now let's move ahead for the report section, right? Alrighty, for the report section. So actually for the report, let's delete everything and we start new. Reports, we're gonna do two types of the report here. One is a APA format and one is a professional one, right? For the students who's using the APA one, you can skip ahead and skip to the next part for the APA. Right now I'm gonna show you the professional method, right? So here, right, so for professional report, first we're gonna write the title of the report. You have title comes with oops, author name, date, company, and we're gonna make this one in the center and also in the middle of the document. Title, you can put it as a title properly, middle, and increase its size to right. Let's actually make it 72. Oops, there we go. And these ones can stay as it is in 12, right? We're gonna add a little space here so it's differentiable from the rest of the details. Oh, sorry. There we go. So this, and you can also actually use the color heading 1 and make it large to 48. There we go. So it's actually differentiable from the rest of the document, right? And then we're gonna create a page break here, and on this page go to the developers tab, or the reference tab, and click table of content, right? You can choose any format you like, and for those people who doesn't have the developer or the reference tab available, you can click the file and the option section, and here if you go to the customize ribbon, there you have it, right? So all you have to do is select the options that you are looking for, right? The reference or the developer, even the draw itself, and click OK. As you can see, I don't have a draw here, so I just selected it. Once you click OK, I will have a draw option here available, including reference and the developer option as well. In the reference section, click table of content and you can choose any heading you prefer. So let's say I choose table automatic table 2. So here it created a name title. So this actually happened because we use a heading 1 for the title, which is wrong. 48, right? So once we remove that and click update table, entire table, and it goes away, right? So this finishes up our table of content section, and here we're gonna do another page break, and we're gonna start our page 3 with the title, right? So here you start with the title of your project or the report title, and here you can create heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. So let's say in the report you have 3 different headings that you have to specify, right? So I'm gonna create as in heading 1.1, so it's easy to understand. So this is 1.2 and this is 1.3, right? So we're gonna put all these as a heading ones, considering the fact that they are the main 3 headings, and followed by the title you must include a description. A description is basically an intro paragraph that you do for your report, saying that okay, you want to start a report. You give an introduction first, saying okay, this is the report is all about, and then followed by 3 different headings if you have in your report, saying okay, this is the things that needs to be explained, follow as, and then we have heading. We can put this one as a paragraph, right? Inside the headings, again the format is same. Start with the description followed by more headings. Heading, let's say 2.1, right? So for the heading 2.1 we gonna give it a heading 2, right? So we're just gonna copy these two and we're gonna paste it here, and we can paste it here, right? So this is heading 2.2 and this is heading 2.3, right? So what we're gonna do right now to show you actually how this is gonna work, I'm gonna insert a demo paragraph here instead of the description, so it's easy for you guys to understand, right? So let's go ahead, a demo para here, and I'm just gonna copy paste this one. Inside heading 2 I also have another paragraph. Alright, here we go. So this is how your report will look like after it's completely finished with your text, that the specific text that you have, right? So this is our title followed by an opening paragraph, and then we have 3 different headings, right? You open the first heading and you have a opening paragraph for that specific heading, and then we have a subheading inside that and its own description. You close this one and you have the second one, same format, third one in the same format. So once you click the table of content as a update, as you can see, it's giving me heading 1.1 on page 3, 2.1 on page 3, 1.2 on page 3, and 2.2 is on page 4. And here if you look on the right side, it says current document, control plus click to follow the link. So if I go ahead, press control while holding, I click heading 2.3, I will be navigated to heading 2.3. It's easier to include a table of content for a multi-page report, right? And in the end we're gonna create insert page break, another one, and here go to the reference section again, and in the bibliography click references. So this will have a reference section added to your document. I have talked to so many people about the reference section, saying that they don't know exactly which format to use for the report for the reference, right? So here is a simple easy trick for you guys. Click on the manage source in the reference section, and here you can manually add your sources. Click new. Let's say your it's a website, your source is a website, so I'm gonna write the author name as Jasing. Let's say name of the web page is YouTube channel. Oh, oops. Name of the website is Jasing's channel. Year is 2025, month March, date is 18, and the URL, let's say www.xyz.com. Alright, and you can use your tag name here, let's say JS. You can manually add this one and click OK. Right, so this added a current list and a master list. So the current list is the one that you have here in your this document, but once you add the reference here in the manual manage sources, it's available for you guys in multiple documents, no matter how many documents you create afterwards, right? So once I close and click update, you can see I have my reference available to me in a actual format that is required for the report, right? You can also use the bibliography, right? Works cited or bibliography. It will have the same format, just a little bit different sometimes, depends. And even in the bibliography, it's sort of the same, right? Yeah, because you can see it's exactly the same. You can use any one of them depending on the text that you want to use. For the professional reports in the businesses, you can use the works cited or the bibliography. For the students, you can use the references, right? So this sums up your report section. For the students, everything is same for you guys as well, just a little different, that you will have to write here in the header section and the footer section as well. So first you can click insert header and blank, or you can actually simply click edit header, and you're gonna click the option, this one first. Before you do anything, make sure to click this one, first page different, right? So whatever the title you have here, copy it, and once you click the header option, paste it here, right? Without any formatting. There should be no formatting up here, right? So this is your header, and for the first page you're gonna type running head. You have to type it out as it is, and then you can put all this with no formatting. And at the bottom of the page you can click footer, and you can add a page number here, bottom of the page and page number 3, right? And the first, okay, so the first page is different, we already clicked the option, right? So we're gonna do here instead of here actually. So since the first page is different, page number, bottom of the page, and page number 3, right? And this makes the report as a APA format. For the APA format, you also have to include your author name changes to student name, followed by the date itself, and then your, instead of the company, you will be adding your college, and at the same time your professor name, and instead of the company name it should be college name. So this makes your report into a APA section, right? So this was everything on the resume and the professional report writing for the students and the profession as well. Thank you for watching, and make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and for more. And also within this week I'll be posting a new video on how to customize your desktop like this, right? So stay tuned for more. Thank you.